So it's what are we, a little over 3 weeks right now. First of all, I want to say thank you to Susan for being lovingly persistent and following up and following up. May of last year, started in May of last year. I usually was pretty active, going to the gym quite a few days a week, between 5 and 6 days a week, but my health started to decline. I had started losing a lot of weight, just not being able to perform the same way I was. Got so bad it got to a point where I couldn't even sleep at night. I had to the worst night I had to take my weight belt that I use for working out and strap across my stomach just to deal with that pain. Fast forward, got a CT scan. They had me go right to the emergency room. Had a surgery in August. They removed a portion of my large intestine, small intestine, colon, and they found later, a couple days later, they came back with fast-growing cells, stage 3. They wanted me to go right into traditional chemo radiation right away. I didn't want to do that. We sought out alternative therapies and went into that. So I started that in October. Towards the end of October, I had a PET scan, and this was, definitely, God working here, but I had nothing of what they did, nothing left in my organs, nothing in the bones, but I did still have circulating in my blood. So in addition to alternative therapies, I was also doing low dose chemo. And that was my maintenance plan up until about 2 weeks ago. I was looking for something else that I could do so I could stay healthier and not have to depend on that as my regular regimen. I just didn't want to continue that.
They had to do the blood work.
Before every one of those low dose chemo, they had me do blood work, and they had to adjust the different supplements and or prescriptions that I was on because, one reading was elevated or one reading was low. This very last chemo that I had a span of 2 weeks where I wasn't on any supplements. I wasn't on any prescriptions. The only thing different that I did were the patches. And when the blood work came back, it was the best blood work I've had in this whole process. So my red blood cells were normal, white blood cell count normal, hemoglobin normal, liver numbers, no, everything was on that normal bracket. And so the only thing different was the patches.
What patches were you wearing, Dominic?
So I'm wearing X39, X49, and the Eon.
That's quite a story.
Yeah.
How long were you on the patches when you went and got that blood work done?
So that was a week and a half.
Wow.
That was a week and a half.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I bet you were just shocked.
Yes. Yes. And then supplementary to that, on top of that, I have been going back and working out, and I push pretty hard when I go. I had hurt my elbow during a workout, and so we actually switched where I was putting the patches, and I put one right on the elbow. Within about an hour, I had full range again.
Amazing. What patch did you put on the elbow?
That's the Eon.
You put the Eon on the elbow.
Yep.
That Eon works good, huh?
It's amazing. It's amazing. And so we are very thankful to Susan, and this has just been awesome.
Oh wow. Well, thank you for sharing, Dominic. With this, I think this is it, we're just going to call this the blessing call. I mean, we are just getting blessed left and right. Now, did Mary have a story too for us?
So mine's a little bit slower process. One, I've been menopausal for a while, and that didn't seem to have anything out there that really worked effectively for that. So I've been using X39, X49 because I recently had blood work done, and I was in the first digit of like pre-diabetic, high super high blood pressure. And I was deficient in like D and K and stuff. So I've been supplementing for a little bit for that, but using X49. So I'm kind of curious to get my blood work done again. And the Eon, which just recently I started putting that on my back because I noticed when I do a lot around the house or exercise or wash the dogs or whatever, I have lower back pain. So I've been putting X39 and Eon on my lower back, and I've noticed that I don't have a problem with walking or bending over or pain in general, that night or the next day. So that's been awesome. And then I've been using the Alavita patch at night, and I'm definitely seeing a huge decline in hot flashes, in number of them and intensity, because sometimes they felt like just a hot, fast fever, and it made it hard to do stuff outside because we're in Florida and it's super hot already. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing improvements on that, and looking forward to new blood work and stuff too.